Something huge is coming on the 24th of October. Most people won't see it because their eyes are open, but their awareness is asleep. Change never knocks before entering your life. It comes like wind, unexpected and unstoppable. 24th October is not just a date. It is a reminder that transformation never waits for permission. You don't prepare when things happen. You prepare before they do. The unprepared will try to hold on to what is breaking. The prepared will let go and move forward. That is the difference between pain and progress. Every shift in life begins in silence. You feel it before you see it. A strange tension in the air, a sudden feeling that something is about to move. On the 24th of October, that feeling will be real for many. It might be a change in your life, in your relationships, in your thoughts, or in your sense of direction. It might not look dramatic from the outside, but inside you, a wall will crack. What was stable yesterday may not exist tomorrow. That's what huge means. It means you won't be able to control it, but you can choose how to meet it. When you resist change, you suffer. You fight against time, against truth, against growth itself. And that fight drains your energy, your peace, your clarity. But when you understand that life is built on impermanence, you stop clinging, you start flowing. The one who flows is not afraid when 24th of October comes, because they already accepted that everything in life is movement. The moment you understand this, fear disappears. There is no comfort in change, but there is meaning. When life changes, it is trying to wake you up. It is shaking you to remind you that you are sleeping in routine. That is why something huge must come. Without movement, you become numb. Without challenge, you become fragile. So when the 24th comes, don't ask for safety. Ask for strength. Safety makes you soft. Strength makes you ready. Preparation does not mean predicting what will happen. No one can. Preparation means building a state of mind that can face anything that happens. It means cleaning the mind of fear and sharpening it with awareness. You cannot train when the storm starts. You train before it. That's why you must start now. Breathe deeper. Observe more. Speak less. The more you understand yourself, the less you will be shaken by the world. On the 24th of October, you might feel uncertainty. That is good, because uncertainty is life's way of reminding you that you are alive. Don't run from it. Feel it fully. Stand in it with presence. When everything moves, your calmness will be your power. The unprepared will collapse because their peace depends on stability. But your peace must depend on understanding. When you understand that all things change, you stop fearing loss. You start living with awareness. Every person gets a day like 24 October in their life, a moment when the ground moves beneath them. It could be the loss of something familiar or the start of something new. It could be the realization that who you were is no longer who you are meant to be. When that moment comes, don't escape. Don't wish it away. Look at it directly. Because that's how you grow, not by avoiding change, but by standing still inside it. The most dangerous habit is waiting for the right time. The right time never comes. You create it by acting before life forces you to act. The storm of 24 October will not destroy you if you are already awake. The shock comes only to those who sleep, so wake up now. Strengthen your awareness. The stronger your awareness, the less you fear what's next. Change will always arrive unannounced. It is not the enemy, it is the teacher. It strips away the unnecessary so that you can see what is real. It takes away what you cling to, not to hurt you, but to free you. Every ending is a doorway. Every storm is a lesson in disguise. 24th October carries that message, that life is not meant to be predicted. It is meant to be lived consciously. So prepare your mind. Don't wait for signs or proof. Build discipline in your thoughts. Be aware of your reactions. Be present in your actions. When the day comes and life begins to shift, you won't panic. You will breathe. You will adapt. You will move with the current, not against it. That is true strength, not the ability to control life, but the ability to stay balanced when life cannot be controlled. The huge thing coming on the 24th of October is not an event outside of you. It is a transformation within you, a moment that will test how well you've trained your mind to stay awake. The prepared will grow. The unprepared will complain. The choice will always belong to you. When 24th October arrives, many will feel the pressure of change. The energy of the day will be heavy, uncertain, and unpredictable. Some will lose their balance because they never learned how to stay calm when life shakes. But the truth is simple. When something huge is coming, The only real protection you have is your inner calm. Nothing outside can give it to you. You must build it yourself. Calmness is not weakness. It is power under control. It is the ability to feel the storm but not become the storm. When chaos enters your life, people will rush, react, and panic. You will see them chasing comfort and fighting what they can't understand. But on the 24th of October, you must be different. You must become still like water. Silent, aware, unshaken, because the one who stays calm when everything moves becomes the one who sees clearly when others go blind. A calm mind sees opportunities where others see fear. It finds direction where others get lost. 24th of October will test that part of you. It will show if your peace depends on the world or if it lives inside you. The noise of the outside world will try to pull you in, but don't let it. If your emotions are louder than your awareness, you will drown in confusion. The power to stay calm is not natural, it is trained. It grows from discipline, from stillness, from watching your mind instead of reacting to it. When you train your body, it becomes stronger. When you train your mind, it becomes quieter. Silence inside does not mean emptiness, it means control. It means that when 24th October arrives and situations rise unexpectedly, you don't waste energy in panic. You respond instead of react. That difference changes everything. Reaction is impulsive, blind, emotional. Response is clear, measured, wise. That's what calmness gives you. The space between what happens and what you do next. Most people wait for calmness to appear after things are solved. But true calmness is staying balanced while the storm is still raging. That's the test life gives you again and again. You cannot control the wave, but you can learn how to surf it. You cannot stop 24th of October from coming, but you can prepare your mind to meet it with stillness. That is how you transform fear into strength. On that day, you might feel that things are falling apart. You might sense pressure, noise, or tension in your world. But instead of reacting, take a single breath and remind yourself, this moment is only testing my stillness. The world outside is a reflection of the world inside. If your inner world is peaceful, no outside force can control you. But if your inner world is chaotic, even the smallest problem will destroy your focus. That is why calmness is your greatest defense. It is invisible, but it decides everything. When something huge comes, many people try to escape. They try to distract themselves with noise, work, or pleasure, but running never creates peace. It only hides fear for a moment. True calmness is built by facing what you fear and choosing stillness anyway. When 24th October comes, don't escape the feelings that rise. Watch them. Accept them. Let them move through you without resistance. That is how you become stronger. Every challenge in life is meant to sharpen your awareness. The calm person doesn't seek control over life. They seek control over themselves. They understand that calmness doesn't come from perfection. It comes from trust. Trust that no matter what arrives, you have the strength to handle it. When you believe that nothing can truly shake you, not the past, not the future, not even the storm of 24th of October, learn to build calmness in small moments before the big ones come. Start with your breath. When you breathe deeply, you remind your mind that it is safe. When you slow your thoughts, you start to see what really matters. Calmness grows from awareness of your body, your emotions, your environment. When you know what's happening inside you, you are no longer a slave to what happens outside. On the 24th of October, life might take something from you or it might give you something unexpected. Either way, calmness will allow you to see clearly what it means. Without calmness, you will call every gift a problem and every problem a punishment. But with calmness, you will see every event as a teacher. You will stop blaming and start understanding. You will stop fearing and start learning. A calm mind is not created overnight. It is built moment by moment through awareness, through patience, through choice. You choose calmness every time you could explode but stay silent. You choose calmness every time you could run but decide to stay. You choose calmness every time you remember that peace is not found, it is created inside you. When 24th October comes and the energy of change enters your world, don't panic. Breathe, watch the storm pass. Understand that no storm lasts forever. The only thing that stays is your awareness. And the more you return to that awareness, the more unshakable you become. Calmness is not the absence of noise. It is the ability to remain centered even in the loudest chaos. The one who is calm becomes unbreakable because when the world tries to control your emotions, You refuse to give them away. That is the real power, not to dominate, but to remain untouched. So when the huge moment arrives on 24th October, meet it with stillness. Let your calmness be your armor. Let your awareness be your weapon. And let your silence speak louder than the noise of fear. When 24th October comes, many things might happen that you cannot predict. You might face pressure, conflict, or unexpected change. But the truth is this: what happens on that day will not define you. What will define you is how you react to it. Life is not shaped by the events you face, but by the response you give. The same moment that breaks one person can build another. The same situation that creates fear in one can create strength in another. It is never about the event. It is always about you. Every reaction is a choice. Most people forget this. They think anger just happens, fear just happens, panic just happens. But reactions are trained. You have practiced them for years without knowing. You have practiced worrying, complaining, and doubting. And on the 24th October, those habits will show. Life will squeeze you to reveal what is inside. If you have built fear, fear will come out. If you have built calm, calm will come out. That is how life tests the truth of your preparation. The one who controls their reaction controls their life. When something huge happens, and you might not be able to stop it, you might not be able to change it, but you can always decide how to meet it. That is real power. Not the power to control the world, but the power to control yourself. When 24th October arrives, remember this: no event can destroy you unless you cooperate with it. No challenge can defeat you unless you react in weakness. Your reaction is a mirror. It shows your training, your discipline, your understanding of yourself. If you respond with anger, it means you haven't learned calmness. If you respond with fear, it means you haven't built trust. If you respond with awareness, it means you are awake. Every challenge is only an invitation to see how much you've grown. So when the day of change comes, don't ask why it happened. Ask what it reveals about your mind. On 24th October, there will be people who panic when the unexpected appears. They will talk too much, overthink, and drain their energy. But there will also be people who stay silent, observe, and move with clarity. Those are the ones who understand that every reaction creates the next moment. If you react with chaos, you create more chaos. If you react with focus, you create a path forward. What you choose in that instant becomes the direction of your future. Learn to pause before you respond. That small pause is everything. It separates awareness from impulse. When something happens on 24th October and your emotions rise fast, take one breath, don't speak, don't move, don't decide immediately. Just breathe. In that breath, you take back your power. You stop being a slave to your emotions. You return to yourself. That one breath can save you from saying something you'll regret, from taking an action that will harm you, from creating pain that was never necessary. The untrained mind reacts. The trained mind responds. Reaction is automatic. Response is chosen. And to choose means you are awake. To choose means you are free. That is the purpose of every challenge, to teach you how to choose awareness over emotion. The event may be loud, dramatic, painful, but your awareness must remain larger than the event itself. That is what makes you unbreakable. On the 24th of October, life may surprise you with both good and bad moments, but you must not be controlled by either. Don't become too proud when things go right. Don't become too broken when they don't. Stay balanced, because both joy and pain can blind you if you let them. The key is to remain centered no matter what direction life turns. You cannot always control the wind, but you can always adjust your sail. That is what your reaction does. It turns the chaos of life into a path forward. Every challenge gives you two doors, one that leads to panic and one that leads to peace. Which one you walk through depends on your reaction. On the 24th October, when the wind of change hits, make sure you have the awareness to choose peace. Many people waste their energy reacting to small things. They get angry at words, irritated at people, frustrated at delays. So when a real challenge comes, they have no energy left. They've already given it away in useless reactions. The wise learn to save their energy. They respond only when it matters. They don't fight noise, they protect focus. This is why when something huge happens, they remain strong while others fall apart. What you practice every day becomes your natural reaction in chaos. So train your mind now. Observe your emotions before they control you. Don't let every situation pull you in. Every time you stop yourself from reacting blindly, you become more powerful. Every time you choose awareness, you shape your destiny. When 24th of October comes, it won't be about what happens around you. It will be about what happens within you. The event may shake the world, but if your inner world is stable, no force can break your peace. The world outside may move fast, but your awareness must stay slow. The storm may be loud, but your response must be quiet. That quietness is not emptiness, it is control. Your reaction creates your reality. If you stay aware, the same moment that destroys others will awaken you. The same storm that drowns others will teach you how to breathe underwater. That is how growth happens, not by avoiding pain, but by mastering your response to it. So when 24th of October comes, don't fear what it brings. Watch how you meet it, because that will show you exactly who you are and who you are ready to become. Most people wait until change hits before they start preparing. They wait until things fall apart before they think about balance. But preparation is never physical first, it is mental. The mind must be ready long before the event arrives. 24th of October carries that truth. It is not about what happens that day, but about how trained your mind is to face it. Life always tests your awareness when you least expect it. You don't prepare on the day of the storm, you prepare when the sky is still calm. When something huge comes, people try to fix the outside. They change their plans, adjust their routines, try to control their surroundings. But all that effort is useless if the inside is weak. On the 24th October, when change arrives fast, your outer control will not save you. The only strength that matters will come from your mind. Mental preparation is not about predicting what will happen. It is about building clarity that no situation can destroy. To prepare mentally means to see clearly without fear. It means to accept that uncertainty is part of life. When you expect everything to stay the same, you are already fragile. When you train your mind to adapt, nothing surprises you anymore. 24 October will not be a threat to those who are mentally ready. It will be a confirmation of their awareness. The untrained will panic, the aware will simply adjust and move forward. That is the power of mental discipline. Mental preparation starts in the smallest moments. It begins with silence, with control over your attention, with the ability to stop running from discomfort. Every time you stay calm when others complain, you train your mind. Every time you face something difficult without giving up, you strengthen your awareness. On the 24th of October, you will face a situation that demands this strength. It will not ask how much you know, but how deeply you understand yourself. The mind must be conditioned to stay focused under pressure. Without training, your thoughts scatter the moment tension rises. You lose balance, you lose direction, you lose control. But when your mind is disciplined, you become like a mountain, stable even when the wind is strong. That is how you prepare for 24 October. Not by guessing what will come, but by building the ability to stay unmoved when it does. Mental preparation is not about creating a wall against the world. It is about creating a space inside you that the world cannot disturb. When 24th October arrives, many will fight to hold on to comfort, but comfort weakens awareness. Growth is built through discomfort. To prepare your mind means to walk willingly into moments that challenge you, to welcome them as teachers, not enemies. That is how you grow stronger than the situation itself. Don't wait for crisis to teach you discipline. Build it now. Every day you wake up is training. Every thought is a repetition. Every reaction is a reflection of your practice. On the 24th October, your results will show. You cannot fake calmness. You cannot pretend awareness. They reveal themselves instantly when pressure comes. The one who has trained their mind will act with clarity. The one who has not will fall into confusion. Training your mind doesn't mean avoiding emotions. It means mastering them. You cannot stop fear from appearing, but you can stop it from leading you. You cannot stop doubt from whispering, but you can stop it from making decisions for you. The mentally prepared person understands emotions without being ruled by them. They feel everything, but they choose their action consciously. That is the difference between reacting and responding. And that difference decides everything when 24th October comes. You don't need to be extraordinary to prepare your mind. You need consistency. You need awareness in small habits, the way you breathe, the way you speak, the way you think when no one is watching. If your thoughts are scattered, your actions will be chaotic. If your thoughts are centered, your path will stay clear. The storm cannot shake a mind that has already accepted movement as part of life. Mental preparation also means letting go of control. You don't need to know what will happen. You just need to know who you will be when it happens. If your mind is trained to stay calm, adaptable, and clear, then no challenge can overwhelm you. 24 October will only be another moment to practice what you have already mastered, awareness. To prepare your mind, learn to sit with silence. Observe your thoughts instead of running from them. Watch how your emotions rise and fade. The more you understand yourself, the less power the outside world has over you. That is the root of strength, not physical force, but mental balance. On a 24 October, that balance will protect you. It will keep you steady when others fall into panic. Mental preparation is the highest form of readiness. It doesn't demand prediction, it demands presence. It doesn't look outside for answers, it looks inside for clarity. When you prepare the mind, every event becomes manageable. Every fear becomes a lesson. Every challenge becomes a doorway. That is why mental readiness is greater than any plan or precaution. When 24th October comes, it will not wait for you to feel ready. Life never waits. You must already be prepared before the moment arrives. Prepare your mind now. Sharpen your awareness. Build your focus. Clean your thoughts. Be the one who stands calm while others rush. Be the one who sees clearly while others react blindly. Nothing outside can destroy the one who has mastered the inside. That is the ultimate lesson of preparation. When your mind is disciplined, even the biggest storm becomes another wave you know how to ride. So when the 24th arrives, stand tall, stay aware, and let your trained mind guide you through whatever comes. Every huge moment in life looks like an ending at first. It comes without warning. It shakes your routine. It makes you question everything you thought was stable. But what you don't realize in that instant is that every ending is only a door. On the 24 October, that truth will stand right in front of you. Something will happen, maybe small, maybe powerful, that feels like it's closing a part of your life. But behind that closing is the beginning of something new. That is how transformation hides itself. It never announces itself as growth, it appears as loss. The problem is, most people see only the surface. They get caught in the noise of what seems broken. They cry for what's leaving instead of preparing for what's entering. They see doors closing but never realize they are being guided to a new path. 24th October is a symbol of that shift, a reminder that life never takes anything from you without offering something in return. The moment you accept that, fear disappears. The moment you understand that everything is happening for movement, not for punishment, you become free. What you must understand is this: every huge event has purpose, even the ones that hurt. Especially those. Growth never comes wrapped in comfort. It comes through pressure, through discomfort, through being forced to face yourself. When 24th October comes, don't run from what changes. Stand in it, let it teach you. Because that's what transformation really is. It's not the world changing, it's you waking up. You will be tested, maybe by a decision that demands courage, maybe by an emotion that feels too heavy, maybe by silence when you wanted answers. Whatever form it takes, it will come to show you how much you've evolved. The door will open, but only if you stop holding on to what's behind it. Let go of the version of you that doesn't belong in what's next. Let go of the old story. The 24th will not be about what you lose, but about what you're finally ready to receive. Transformation is not something that happens outside of you. It happens inside. The outside world is only a mirror showing what you are ready to face. When you resist the change, you stay trapped in the same cycle. When you surrender to it with awareness, you enter a new level of strength. That's why 24th October will not be easy. It's not meant to be. It's meant to awaken the deeper part of you that has been waiting to grow. Every door in life comes with a test. The test is simple. Are you brave enough to walk through, or will you keep standing in front of it because it's unfamiliar? The unknown always looks dangerous until you step into it. Then you realize it's where you were supposed to be all along. The world changes for the ones who are willing to move. It breaks those who cling to what's already gone. When 24th October arrives, don't cling. Don't fight to stay the same. Let the moment reshape you. The human mind fears change because it loves control. But transformation does not work with control. It works with awareness. You don't need to know what's behind the door. You only need the courage to walk through it. Trust the movement. Trust the timing. Life never takes you backward. It only feels that way because your eyes are still looking at what's behind. 24 October will ask you to look ahead, even when the past feels louder. When something huge comes, the first reaction will always be confusion. You might not understand why things are happening the way they are, but clarity always comes later, after you've walked through the change, not before. That's why patience is part of transformation. You can't rush the opening of the door. You can only stand with awareness and trust that what's coming is necessary for your growth. Growth means destruction of what's weak. It means letting go of what no longer serves your purpose. It means accepting that life removes certain things so you can finally see what's real. That's what 24 October represents, the collapse of illusion, the moment when you stop pretending that you are okay with smallness, the day when you face the truth that you were made for more, but only awareness can take you there. You don't need to be ready for change. You need to be willing. Readiness is an illusion. Willingness is power. On the 24th October, something huge may end. A routine, a relationship, a version of your identity. But that ending is only the universe clearing space for what's next. The new cannot enter where the old is still being protected. Let the old die with gratitude. Let the new enter without resistance. Transformation demands trust. You must trust yourself enough to walk into uncertainty without losing your balance. You must trust that the storm is not here to destroy you, but to rebuild you stronger. Every moment of struggle on the 24th of October will carry a message: evolve or repeat. If you resist it, you repeat it. If you accept it, you evolve. When you look back later, you will realize that 24th of October was not chaos. It was alignment. It was the day you stopped waiting for permission to grow. It was the day you stopped fearing endings and started seeing them as beginnings. The world is always moving forward, and so must you. Don't fear the door that's closing. Fear the thought of staying the same when life is trying to expand you. Every huge event is a doorway, and 24 October will be your door. You can hide behind it and wait for life to return to what it was, or you can walk through and discover what you are meant to become. The choice will always belong to you, to resist the change or to rise with it.